Arriving in Norway is like stepping into a fairy tale, and Bergen is one of Norway's jewels. It's a city built on 7 mountains on the central Atlantic coast. Bergen winds from the mountains right down to the water's edge with busy streets, open markets, fishing boats, and colorful old buildings. The city thrives on its close contact with the sea and has a pantry filled with seafood treasures. Bergeners are very friendly. I was lucky enough to have met Ingrid, who showed me through the local fish market. She's a member of one of Norway's oldest salmon farming families. My search for the foods of Norway wouldn't be complete without a visit to a salmon farm, one of over 1,500 fish farms and hatcheries along the western Norwegian coast. These farms are located in remote areas where the waters are deep and pure and constantly swept by ocean currents. It's a beautiful country. But it's all natural. I mean, there's nothing... Yikes, okay. At this one farm, there are about 60,000 prime Atlantic salmon nearing maturity for market. It's a 2-year process that reflects the great demands that Norwegians put upon themselves to achieve the best quality and purity possible. I can really understand how Norway has become a world leader in aquaculture. Oh, he's good. Dinner. It would be, yeah? That would be great. If he doesn't have us for dinner. Yeah. The centerpiece, I think, of Norwegian cooking is the terrific stuff that comes from the sea. And here we have an example of some of the beautiful fishes that are there, and in fact, a salmon from Norway, which is an important export of Norway. This particular one comes from the fjords from one of the farms. We're going to do a dish today, putting together some salmon with some greens from our garden here. And I think it exemplifies really the best of Norwegian cooking, and that is simple preparation with just top-notch ingredients. The key to this dish is gravlax, and gravlax is sort of a national institution in Norway. What it is filet of salmon that has been marinated for 2 or 3 days, refrigerated, with a little bit of salt, sugar, fresh dill, freshly ground black pepper, and a bit of akavit traditionally is used, which is kind of the national drink of Norway. What we're going to do with this is to take the gravlax, slice it very thinly, sear it very fast. What this does is it keeps the juice in. We want it to be slightly raw in the center, raw in the sense that we're using marinated salmon. And here we go. This whole process takes about 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do a little freshly ground pepper on it. And then off the heat, turn these over, and I'm not even going to put it back on the heat. We're ready to assemble it on our greens. And what I've done here, just that short time, because we sliced it very thinly, cooks it. Voila. And to finish this dish, we're going to finish with a few little baby greens. We have some red mustard and some Malabar spinach and some other lovely little greens from the garden, some arugula. If these aren't available to you, just some little young spinach would be very nice. And we're lucky enough to also have a few baby vegetables, some carrots and beans and roasted red and golden beets, some flowers. I especially like nasturtiums, partly because they're very colorful and also because they have a nice peppery quality to them. We have a little vinaigrette made with, very simply, with a little olive oil, shallot, some fresh chopped dill and lemon juice, and we're just going to drizzle a little bit of that on the dish. And it couldn't be simpler. The key to it is cold greens, warm salmon, get it out just as quickly as you can. The whole dish is put together in a minute and a half. It's a lovely one.